am I correct in thinking that we probably had a long rest at some point?
No.
You've just so this is the end of the. It was the end of the 2 weeks of downtime. This is your arriving up here. You will have had like 14 long rests.
Okay,
So,
fair enough,
yes,
fair enough.
absolutely, you would have.
Too bad they don't stack.
Too bad, and I don't care.
1 minute, I forgot my dice. 1 moment.
No problem. When everybody's ready, I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no.
Roll one for me.
I shall. I'm just going to roll for
Apologies.
bad guys first. Sorry, Shen, if you wouldn't mind doing a roll for initiative for me.
Okie dokes.
Do
Thank
we
you
have
very
the
much.
thing? Oh, right there.
I have no
Still don't know how to
dexterity.
put my. I don't know how to put my character sheet in this.
What? You don't know what? Sorry.
How to put my character sheet in this?
What into the?
Beyond 20.
Oh, right.
One person.
I don't. I think that it's an extension that you need to use on your browser, which Jack knows, but I don't.
I got it. Like I installed that.
Yeah, I don't know how to use
extension.
that because I
Okay,
use
cool.
I just use Google Sheets because it's free
That's
and
fine.
easy. But yeah, if you could just roll your initiative, and then anybody who got over a 20.
Yep.
No, anyone who got 15 to 20. Okay.
I got,
Anyone who got 10 to? Oh, go on.
I got 16.
I don't
You
know.
got 16. Okay, so Kira is.
Wait,
at the...
do I add the initiative of 3 to my roll?
You do.
Oh, then I got
19.
Yes.
Did you
anyone
roll
get...
for me?
I have not yet. No. Did anybody get 10 to 15?
Well, I can't
Yes.
tell you what I got.
All
I
right,
got
all right. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You got a
Oh
2.
no!
Oh, okay.
That's what you get for razzing me.
Yeah.
that's karma. Sorry, Shen. What did you get?
12.
You got a 12. Is that 12
And I have no
total?
dexterity. Yeah, 12 on a roll. I don't have any initiative extra.
Okie dokie. That's fine. So, roll 12. And then we've got Avonwaith who got a 2. Avonwaith has got a dex of 3. And then I'm going to roll Cirrus. Oh dear. I think that Jack's bad luck has transferred onto me because I'm playing Cirrus tonight. Cirrus just rolled a nat 1.
Oh no!
And Cirrus also has a dex of 0, so that's just flat last. There's just no other way about
Oopsie doodles.
dressing that one up. Never mind. Okay, so what's going to happen here is I think you already rolled stealth. Am I right in saying that?
I can't remember. Sorry.
Does anyone
Even
remember from
flew
last
us
session?
up here, and I thought we were being stealthy when we got up here. I don't know if we
I'm
rolled
rolling it
for it
first.
though.
I do think I remember though that I'm pretty sure, I'm a sort of 80% sure that you did roll stealth, and I'm
Oh, we
not
did,
in the mood
because I
for
was-
going back.
I
Go on.
did because I remember thinking about if my armor would have counted against it, but it doesn't, so it's fine.
Okay, cool. So then, what happens here is you've got a surprise round on these 2 assassins. So whatever you do on your turn, it will be with the enemy having the surprised condition. The surprised condition means that they cannot take opportunity attacks against you if you move out of their threatened area. It also means that you can attack them and you will get a full turn each before we go into the full turn order. So Cirrus, even though Cirrus is last in the turn order, Cirrus will still be able to get a full turn out before the assassins start their fight.
Awesome.
So preemptive.
Yes. It's also quite useful because if you know anything about assassin rogues, you know that they get This is just some, hidden backstage stuff for free for those who don't know. Assassins get advantage on an attack against someone that hasn't already taken a turn. So that's why they're very good ambushers. Because if they leap out at you from the shadows, then you are fooled. So yeah.
I've been playing my rogue wrong then. Whoops.
Well, that's assassin rogues. That's
No, but I am assassin rogue in my
you are an
in the
assassin rogue.
campaign.
So yeah,
I am-
it's one of the benefits of being an assassin. It's like an assassin build is built around the idea of sneaking up on someone and getting the jump on them. If you
am
don't do
not.
that, then it can be pretty useless. You are what
An
kind
urban-
of?
Urban bounty hunter.
You're an urban bounty hunter. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if that has similar benefits, but it's not something that I've read up on before.
Oh, to clarify, I'm not a rogue in this campaign. It's
Oh no, yeah.
another
you're a cleric.
campaign.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
Right. So first in the order is Kira.
All right. So we're on the roof, right?
You are.
How far down
That's
is
a,
the drop?
That's a good question. It's a domed roof. So it will be half the width of this circle. So let me get out my measuring tool. That would be from here to here is 45. So let's say round it down to 40.
That's a bit far to just fall.
Well, for every 10 feet that you drop beyond 20 feet, you take 1d6 damage. I think it is bludgeoning.
Ugh, gross.
So yeah, you would take 2d6 damage if you dropped. If you just wanted to fall.
Is there a hole in the dome? I mean, it's a
Yeah,
domed
there
roof
is,
with
yeah.
a giant.
It's an observatory. There's an enormous hole in the roof for the telescope to come through. You could
Okay,
make
'cause-
your way down the telescope if you wanted to climb down it.
Yeah, what I was thinking was jump down onto the telescope
Yeah,
since I have acrobatics,
yeah.
and then like jump, do a flip, and try to stab this guy.
Okay, is that an ability in your subclass, or are you just using acrobatics here?
I was just going to use acrobatics. I just want to be fancy.
Fair enough. Well, the fall won't cost you any movement because it's a drop, and I will say that you can drop onto this point. Hang on, it's not. It ain't clicking. It ain't clicking.
It's paused.
Oh wait. There we go. Better. Yeah. So this point here, you could probably drop 20 feet onto, and then you could drop the rest of the 20 feet to the ground, or you can do your jump of the 20 feet to the ground. But yeah, you won't. Because it's a surprise round, you'll still be able to you'll still have the ability to attack them. That's not going to change. The acrobatics part of it, it's up to you how you want to factor that in. You want me to, if you get a certain number, then you get advantage on the attack, shall we say?
Okay.
I think.
Do you want me to do a public roll for that?
Well, I think attacking anybody from above means that you get advantage on the attack, and that they have disadvantage on attacks against you. So, and I do count elevation in my campaigns. So,
High ground, Anakin.
if you, yeah, exactly, you've got the high ground, Anakin. So, if you were to just drop to the ground, you'd be on level turf with them. I'll just say that since you are jumping, you are going to get the opportunity to do this at elevation. So, if you have the movement, then how? Yeah, you have cunning action, don't you? Because you're a rogue.
I do.
So you would get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to here, and then it would be another 5, 10. So that's 35 movement to get to him. That would mean if your speed is only 30, then you could do a bonus action dash to make it the rest of the way as a fail-safe. But since you want to do some acrobatic shit, I guess if you manage to get above a 15 on an acrobatics roll, then I'll say that you don't need the extra movement to make it that far. How's that?
All right. Wish me luck.
Good luck. I hope you
luck.
don't succeed because I want you to die.
Oh, ow. Okay.
I want everybody to die because I'm all of the enemies.
Oh, shit,
Everybody
I
has
got,
to roll.
With my acrobatics +3, I got 17.
17 wins. You get it. So then now you just need to roll your attack, and you can roll it with advantage.
I'll roll my attack on so everybody can see it.
Okay.
So that gets the attack bonus too.
Yeah. So you just put.
And what do I do for advantage?
So the command for it is /r space 2d20 kh, and then plus whatever your modifier is on top of it. So without the slash, it would look like say if it was a +3, and it would be that with a slash at the start of it. The KH bit means keep highest.
Okay, so this is to hit, right?
Yeah. That +3 was just an example. I don't know what your modifier is.
Is that the attack bonus?
Yeah. Your attack bonus is what you add. Here, I'll drag your character over as well.
Oh, okay.
21. Oh. Oh, baby. Okay. Yeah, sure. Well, they've got... Wait, I didn't change that. I need to look this up real quick.
Okay.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, they were both 16. What the heck? How did I roll the exact same thing twice?
What was it again? That's it. It's my own. It's my own homebrew assassin because assassins are actually very high level, and I didn't want to completely murk you on like your 5th session. So, yes,
It
you
says
definitely hit.
85.
Yes, you hit. What damage are you doing? What have you rolled?
Well, what I did was I had my rapier and my dagger out. I jumped down. I did like a cool little flip thing to like stab him in a downward
love
motion.
that.
So do I roll both of my weapons?
No, it would be your main, your on-hand attack, and then your off-hand attack you can do once you've landed. Also, because you've got advantage on this because you did your acrobatic shit, you also get to add sneak attack to this, which I think for you is 2d6.
All right. Well, I will roll the attack first, and then I'll add the sneak attack after. Right?
Well, you've already succeeded on your roll. You've done the 21. That hit. So your rapier hit. It's now your seeing whether your dagger will hit. So you can do that now if you want, and then roll total damage afterwards, or you could do your damage now and then do your next attack roll after. Up to you.
Okay. There's my sneak attack.
Okay, and the damage for the rapier as well. You'll have that plus a modifier for that. Okay, so you've done 17 damage on the first attack, and then roll to see whether you attack on the dagger. You don't get advantage on this one because you've already landed.
Oh, the 2d6 was to see if I hit. It was for my sneak attack.
No, that's not to hit. That's the damage. Sneak attack is just you get a bonus to add on.
Okay,
so,
it says attack bonus 2d6.
right. So that would be damage. You don't get 2d6 as an attack bonus. An attack bonus is the modifier that you add to a d20 roll to see whether you actually hit someone.
Okay, so I roll another d20.
Yes. So your sneak attack is if you ever have an enemy that's flanked by one of your allies, or an enemy that is that you have advantage on the attack with, then you get to roll additional damage die to do more damage to them. And
It
you can
hits
do
hard.
you
It-
can do sneak attack once per round.
Do I
So-
still get the initiative or the bonus since it's a surprise, or are they no longer surprised because I hit them?
They are still surprised. The bonus that you got was the fact that you got to move and attack without them doing anything else to stop you. So
Gotcha.
that was your bonus in the surprise round. You do still hit, so it will be 1d4 plus your modifier. So that's another 7 damage. So you've done 24 damage in one move. Very good. Very classy. I'm not going to tell you what their total HP is, but this person is
Okay.
looking pretty hurt. So they're not on death's door; they're on death's stoop. Next
Also,
in the
the
initiative-
game still says it's paused.
Is it? Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's not paused
Yeah.
for me.
Okay, it's gone now.
Yeah.
I've paused and
Yeah.
unpaused it. It was already unpaused, but never mind. I think it's a bug with the game. Next in the initiative order is the assassins, but they're surprised, so they can't do anything. So now it's Shen's turn. Shen, what are you doing?
Okay, give me a minute. I'm trying to find a spell that I've got.
Cool.
Until then, I can see them through a gap, right?
Yes. You'd probably need to move up to, like, here to be able to see them, but... yeah. You're just by the opening.
Give me a second. This is not help. It's not. I'm trying to find the spells. It's not making it easy for me.
What spell is it you're looking for?
I'm looking for spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Got a quick...
Oh, now it works to alphabeticalized. The first version I was doing wasn't
You
alphabeticalized. So
create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Wisdom. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet. Repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. The weapon can take whatever form you choose. Clerics of deities or associated with a particular weapon, etc., have their own weapons. Make the spell's effect resemble that weapon. So you can do this at second level. Takes a bonus action. Duration is 1 minute, and you can do it within 60 feet. These two enemies are within 60 feet of you, and you would get 1d8. You need to roll a melee attack.
so I could cast it on my bonus action. I get that.
Yeah.
I can only use it on my bonus action. Am I right?
You cast and do it in the same moment when you first cast it, and then you can reuse it again on every subsequent bonus action whenever you have your next turn. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So at the moment, it has to use and cast. I have to use both forms of action
So
now.
you're casting it with your bonus action, and on this first casting, you are able to make your attack with it.
On the same bonus action.
I think that's what I read it as. When
Well,
you
it can't
cast
be
a
as OP
spell,
as.
when you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it taking your action to do that.
All right, so I
So you
Cast-
can still
make a
use your
spirit-
action as well as
Okay.
this. Yeah.
I'll cast a spiritual weapon next to the one that Kira's currently fighting.
Okay, I am going to create a token for you that you will be able to use.
Whichever suits whichever you think suits Sharon.
Gonna use generic token image and going to set it of your ownership.
Okay.
Else can
Within
observe it.
5 feet of the one at Kira's. How would I get that?
So I'm gonna pop it there, and you now have full control over it. Or you should do.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a slash.
Also, you needed to be within. You needed to be up against the edge, so D down. So you're there now.
Okay.
Moved you.
Okay.
So yeah, so you're gonna slash a bitch.
How do
Cool.
I know the attack bonus is whatever damage, but do I have to roll to attack?
Yeah, it's a melee attack roll with your spell casting modifier. So your wisdom modifier is your spell casting.
So not my proficiency.
No, I don't think it says that you get proficiency bonus on. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack with against a creature within 5 feet of your weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage plus. Wait, you make a melee spell attack.
Spell attack bonuses are made up of both your wisdom, wisdom in this case, and
It does.
proficiency.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it does.
So it's +6, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so you do get your
Okay.
proficiency. So
Nice.
yeah,
Rolling.
D20 plus 6.
So that's 17. Did it?
17 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. What was it? D8 you said,
A D8 plus your spellcasting modifier, so your
which is
wisdom.
again 6.
That's without proficiency though. You don't add
Oh.
proficiency to your damage.
Okay, so that's 7 damage, force damage.
7 total force damage.
Mhm.
Now the assassin is looking like they're on death's door. They look very, very fucked. You still have how much movement total do you have? 30. You would
Yep.
still have 25 feet of movement and an action that you can use.
I can't use a spell. I know that because I've just used it.
Maybe you could use a cantrip if you've got any.
Sacred Flame, the same person. I think I could do it from this distance.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me just double check. I think I can do it from the same distance.
Well, let me just see how far you are from him. You're only 25 feet away. You can easily do it.
Oh yeah, easy. Sacred Flame the guy.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So does that have a roll that you need to do? Or does it just happen?
So you have to make a dex save.
Ah, okay. Do they take half damage on a miss? Target must succeed on a dexterity
So no,
saving
you
throw
you
or
just
take-
you just don't take
No,
anything if
there's
you
no
don't.
half. Okay, so then they're going to do a dex saving throw.
Mhm.
They got a 4 on the die. I don't imagine that they've got an incredible dex modifier.
I'm gonna guess it's against my spell save DC.
Yes, it would be. And
Mine's
they got an
14,
8.
so-
So yeah,
Nope, you
they
did.
lose that one.
Okay, so it doesn't. I don't. Unfortunately, I can't touch my modifier in this one.
And no, you can't, but it's still 1d8. You might kill them on this one.
4.
Okay, please describe the kill.
You just briefly see him light on fire with bright light, and Kira's face is just lit up just briefly, like a ghost.
Oh, that's brutal. Well, he's dead, and we're going to turn him sideways to remind everybody. Okay, that's both of your turns. Those are pretty decent turns. Are you doing anything about movement now, Shen? Are you going to move away from the edge, or are you going to stay where
Oh
you
no,
are?
I want it to make it look like my little weapon is the only thing that's hurting them from me.
Cool. Well, in that case, this person just went up in flames in front of you, Kira. That might be a shocking sight for you to see, but yeah, it just happened. Next is Avonwaith. What are you doing, Avonwaith?
Can I Hunter's Mark from the roof?
Yeah, you can. I think it's a target that you can see within range. There's only one that is down there at the moment, and it's this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that guy down there.
Okay, and I'll shoot an arrow.
Okay, so you would need to move up against the edge. Do you want me to move your character up?
Sure.
Okay, so that is 15 movement. And you can cast Hunter's Mark on this creature then. Let me just have a look. So Hunter's Mark takes your bonus action, range is 90 feet, concentration up to an hour. You can choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any perception or survival check you make to find it, so you can track it easier. And if it drops below 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on the subsequent turn to mark a new creature. So your bonus action you use to put this on it, to tag it, and you're gonna fire your arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a long bow. That would be d20 plus 5, but because you are above them and you're actually firing this, and it's not. This is the only reason that I didn't give you advantage on the melee attack then, is because your weapon wasn't above them. You are, but
Yeah, that's fine.
your weapon is doing it. So yeah, Avonwaith, you're going to get advantage on this because you are above them. So you're going to get 2d20 KH plus 5. Nat 20. Holy fuck, you got a nat 1 and a nat 20. That's
Nice.
the craziest
Woo.
shit ever. That was a critical fail and a critical success. And the only reason you got the success is because I said you could do it with advantage. That's crazy. Okay, so you get to roll twice the damage. So that means that you will get... it's 2d6 for your Hunter's Mark then, and you get 2d8 for your longbow. Modifiers don't double, so you'll still only get plus 3. So let me just double check. That is 1d6. Yeah, okay. Well, you fucked me. You fucked me. So that's 2d8 plus 2d6. 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 3. Wow, only 13. That should have been a lot higher. You got 3 1s in that. That's so unfortunate. Well, that's what you get for crits, I guess. That's swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Okay. So this person has just taken 13 damage. They're looking hurt. And next, unless you've got something else that you wanted to do with your turn, like any movement that you wanted to take.
Probably best to stay here.
Okay. So then, next in the order is Cirrus. So Cirrus has got few things. Let's look at what. That's a grip. Might work. I think that Cirrus is going to try and preserve some use of spell slots and stuff, and we'll use a cantrip instead. So Cirrus is going to use an Eldritch Blast from up here, and that gets a +4 bonus. Oh, that's a 19, so close to another crit. So 19 +4 definitely hits. That gets a D10 damage, which is an 8. So this assassin takes another 8 damage. Okay, so that's Cirrus's turn. Cirrus is going to stay up here and just watch what's going on, see how to act when it needs. Back to the top of the turn order. Now it's Kira's turn. You're out of the surprise round. Kira, the assassin in front of you has just gone up in flames and died, but there is still another one inside this room with you.
All right, I can still hit him with my short bow, right?
Yeah, from there you can.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what's
gonna
the range on a
shoot
short
him.
bow again? It's 80, 320. So yeah, you're within 80 feet easily. So you fire with regular.
Okay, let me climb back up on top of this thing to shoot him.
Oh, you want to use height to your advantage? Well, you've got to climb speed. You've got to climb speed so you can get up there, and it gives you advantage on the attack. So you'll get sneak attack bonus if you do hit. So yeah, you can do that.
There, it's 30 right there. From where I started to here is 30.
Great. So you can fire down on this attacker then, and yeah, you get to roll with advantage. 2d20. 24 definitely hits. So that means that you get to add your 2d6 damage to this, whatever you roll for your short bow, which is d6. 3, I think.
Yeah, d6 plus 3. So I rolled 2d6 and then d6 plus 3.
So it'd be just 3d6 plus 3. 11 damage. Oh, they are just so close to death's door, as close as could be. It's so incredibly unfortunate because now it's their turn, and they're gonna shout into their radio, "Get
no.
the fuck in here! We are fucked! One of them's dead! I need everybody in here now!" And it's now their turn. This one, let me see what number they are. I've actually got their stuff written down. Oh, that's unfortunate. The person doesn't have what they need. Well, in that case, this one is going to go underneath the telescope and will hide from sight from you so that you're not going to be able to see them. They're going to do a stealth check to see if they can hide effectively. And I need to know your passive perception for this. So, what's everybody's passive perception, if you wouldn't mind telling me?
14.
Okay, so then you can see them.
Where do I see my passive perception?
You can see them there. So, passive perception should be underneath all of your skills.
13.
Okay, so this person got a 13 on their stealth, so you've met or beat it. Pardon me. So yeah, Shen, you would see it. Kira, you would see it. Avonlaith, let me just have a look at what yours is. You would definitely see it. You've got great perception.
Oh.
And Cirrus, your passive perception is 15. And Cirrus's passive perception is where is it? 11. Cirrus has actually got really bad passive perception. Cirrus would not have seen them. So Cirrus can't see this person, but yeah, they are hidden at the moment underneath the telescope. They've called out and they're going to prepare an action. That's the end of that assassin's turn. But there's another one going to move up here, and he's going to stand in the doorway, and he's going to fire off at one of you. So let me see, what have they got? They've got a crossbow. That one's now dead. They don't get any more. So yeah, they've got a light crossbow, so they got a +4 to attack. They're most displeased with Kira because Kira's been doing most of the damage, it seems. They're going to fire their light crossbow at Kira. The range that they've got on it is 80, so they're still going to be within normal range. But they only got a 10. 10 doesn't beat your AC, does it?
No, it's 14.
Okay, so then they're going to use the rest of their turn to move back behind the wall to get total cover, so that nobody can fire at them again. And then 2 more are going to do stuff. Okay, that's great. So now it's who's next in the initiative order? It's now Shen. What are you doing,
Oh,
Shen?
me already. Okay, Well, first of all, let's deal with my spiritual weapon bonus action. No one's hurt yet, so I don't think I need healing word. And am I able to move it to where the one underneath the telescope is? The spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, you can move it up to 20 feet on each turn.
So
That's 5, 10, 15, 20. You could just move it, I think.
Okay, as long as it's within 5 feet of him.
There. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
move it. You can move it 20 feet. Just.
Okay. And I'm going to give him a good wallop under there.
Sweet. Give him a good wallop.
Okay. Oh, this might not hit. Give it a second. 30?
13 hits, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Roll damage, please.
Oh gosh, that's a bad roll.
You know,
7.
in fact, just the minimum damage is enough to kill this person. Describe the kill, please. You overkill this person. They are very dead.
Okay, I can imagine mine's just being like a... Well, spiritual weapon's like a star from in my game.
Okay.
Just like a pixel stuff.
Yeah.
And it just floated over, just bonked him on the head because he only did a little damage, right? So I just
Are we
bonked it hard
talking
on the head.
8-bit or 16-bit? What level
I'll go
graphics are we
16-bit, let's
talking?
get-
16-bit? I love
16,
that.
yeah.
Like Sonic 2.
And I just bonked him really hard on the head and he just went... Pook.
Yeah. Wow.
I really want to loot the bodies.
Yeah. I mean, I may or may not have prepared for that already. Next in the initiative order, then, unless you've got an action that you want to take, Shen.
Yeah, I'll still go in action.
You do still have an action.
Who can I still see? Roughly, can I see this guy over here?
From there, you can see that there are unconscious staff on the floor, and you can see that there are 2 dead assassins down there.
I don't really want to kill the staff. They might be innocent.
You did see someone over on the far right here who's hidden behind the wall again, and you know that the person was radioing to a group of people. So that's what you've got at the moment, unless you want to use your action. Take a look around. And
Can I
investigate some stuff.
hold action to if I can see that if my character his character could see this person that's hiding,
Right.
to use Sacred Flame on them?
So you want to use your reaction to prepare an action? Yeah, you could do that.
And does that just goes away once my turn pops up and it hasn't been used, right?
Basically, yeah. You've
Okay.
used your reaction and your action to do this, so that will mean that you can't do either of those, and they will only trigger so long as that person pops up again.
So when I can see them, I'll Sacred Flame them.
Yes.
Okay.
So next in the term order is Avonwaith. So what are you doing then, Avonwaith?
Was there still the person alive that I was trying to kill? Or did they get taken out?
They are now dead.
They're dead.
So you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. It does have to be somebody that you can see within 90 feet. And there is nobody alive that you can see within 90 feet. No enemies within 90 feet of you right now.
Darn, because if I go down there, it's all the shit's about to get real, I think.
Yeah. So you have options. You can either go down there and close distance, or you can wait for someone to pop up. The thing that you can do with that is you can do what Shen has done, and that is to prepare an action, like ready an action. So what that means is you use up your action and your reaction, which you only get one of on each turn anyway. So you use both of those to tell me what you want to do the moment that a triggering event occurs. So say, as Shen has just given us a great example, if that enemy pops up again, then I want to use Sacred Flame on them. That's the trigger and the response. So that's what you would do to ready an action. So what you could do is, you could say, if an enemy appears again within range, then I will attack them with my bow. And that would be your readied action. It won't mean that you can change over your Hunter's Mark, because that would be your bonus action and your action, and you can't do both of those with one readied action. So you will still be able to attack them, but you won't get the additional bonus of having Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Because
I think they're all about
to having ranged combat.
Yeah. I think they're all about to come through that door because someone just made a call. So yeah, the next person to come through that I can see, I want to shoot with my bow.
So just to be clear, the next time you can see someone in this doorway, that's when you're going to attack them with the bow.
Yeah, a bad person, obviously, not a good person.
Right.
Next
Oh,
time I
yes,
see a
yes.
bad.
Same by the way.
The
Same by the
doorway
way.
that I'm pinging here over on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want
So-
to. I don't want to have some poor assistant making coffee for
I'm not,
everybody to be.
don't worry,
killed.
I'm not going to split hairs. also,
You are-
also,
you
it's
are-
very unlikely that these assassins would be attacking people and there'd just be one rogue assistant just walking around.
You're okay.
I'm not gonna.
You just-
That would be very harsh. But no, we're not doing that. So yeah. Right. What was I saying? Yes. So you want to ready that action? That's fine.
Yes.
Okay. So then, in that case, that's your turn taken, unless you want to move anywhere to get yourself into a different view, or if you're happy where you are, then great.
Do I have a pretty good view of the door? Am I on
From
the
where
roof?
you are, yeah, you've got a great view,
Yeah.
and you've
Okay.
got elevation, so you're going to have advantage on your attack against them.
Okay.
So that's Avamai's turn. Now it's Cirrus's turn. What does Cirrus have? Cirrus has still got Eldritch Blast. That's a cantrip still. There is Guiding Bolt. That's a first level Warlock spell. Spell slots. Where to find that on D&D Beyond page? Find spells.
You can have
Box.
guiding bolt up if you want.
There we go. I've got it. It's a Warlock spell, so I have to know what.
It's also a cleric spell. Guiding
No, I
bolt.
know,
so.
but it's because it's a Warlock spell. They have very few spell slots, and I'm just making sure
Oh.
what Cirrus would do with the given spell slots that they have. I don't want to fuck them over while I'm doing it for them. Okay. So in that case, I think a first level Warlock only has 2 slots. So I think that it's still a pretty good spell. So they're going to use Guiding Bolt, and they're going to hold that action ready to hit the moment that guy comes. Same as everybody else is doing.
No,
It's
just
gonna be
holding action.
The fucking firing squad. It's a firing squad. This person's fucked the moment that they come to that doorway. Okay, so that's fine. We've done that full turn. Now back to the top of the order, and it's Kira's turn.
All right. Have I noticed any movement from over here?
From over there, you've not noticed any, no.
Because I see there's another door there.
There is another door there. And you were already outside. You know that there's a whole long area of the building over in that direction and over in the east side as well. To the
Well,
north
it
and
doesn't
to
look
the
very
east,
long
there's-
over here.
To the north and to the east, there's big, long, like, parts of building, basically, not explored.
And I can't see anybody in here.
No, not right now.
How far is the roof from where I'm at?
20 feet, we said, didn't we? Or no, you've moved up from that point, so maybe 10 feet?
Can
Maybe
I
a
jump that?
It depends on your strength modifier. What's your strength modifier?
It's a -1.
Hang on. Let me find a standing jump calculator. Because it's different for every type of jump you want to do. I think it's just it's not your modifier, it's your actual just total strength. So,
Yeah, well, my total strength is 8.
high jump. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. I mean, we're kind of splitting hairs. You will be able to do it so long as you move 10 feet, and if you do move 10 feet up this way, then you'll be at the hole to the roof anyway. So, you know what I mean? Like, you'll just be at the gap and you can step over.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. I am going to loot this body though.
Okay, you're gonna have to drop down to do that, and from where you are at the moment, you're 30 feet up, so you'll take 1d6 damage unless you move.
I'll drop down from here.
Cool. So you loot that body. Give me an investigation check. Low DC. You're doing this in the space of a 6-second round of combat. That's why it's got a DC attached to it.
So how do I roll it with the DC?
So I don't tell you what the DC is. You roll the D20 with a sleight of hand check, and then I will tell you whether you've beaten it. What'd you get? Oh, what a shame. You pat down the pockets, you root through this person's tunic and their leather armor. There are pouches everywhere. In the space of 6 seconds, you just don't have the time, Kira. Your claws get snagged on some armor, and you just can't seem to get your way in there properly. Given more time, you think that you would probably be able to figure this out, but right now you're really not that close to it. So, yeah, you use your action doing that, but you know you've managed to find out that there's nothing at the moment, at least, that you can see on this person's body.
Well, darn. Okay. Can I come over to this dude and see if I can't wake him up?
Yeah. You can do a medicine check.
Okay. Well, all right. This is gonna be great.
I'll give you the medicine check for free because it's just a quick, you know.
Yeah, because my medicine's -1. I can tell exactly what's wrong with him. How do I roll it with the -1?
You just put -1 instead of +5.
Aye, good old minus.
This person's dead.
Oh. Okay. Well, then, let's see. Let me calculate how far I moved real quick.
And it's quite possible the other ones are.
I've moved 25, so I'm gonna hide underneath here
Mm-hmm.
to try to. Well, hold on.
So you've already had a sleight of hand check and a medicine check.
Yeah, I just have like 5 more feet that I can move. I'm trying to see the
That's
best place
cool.
that I can hide-ish.
Yeah, I get that. What I will say is that if you won't be able to do a hide check at this point because you've done
No. I'm
check.
trying to
So,
get
yeah.
behind something to help with cover. So
trying
I'm
to
gonna.
work with the landscape. I understand.
I'll go
just-
here
Yeah, cool.
and hope that hides me, and I'm done.
Okay, cool. Right, so then it's up to the assassins now. So this guy comes up to the doorway and immediately gets hit by like everybody. So first off, we had Shen. So Shen's attack roll first, please.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay,
Sacred
and you've
Flame.
got to make a dex save.
Sacred Flame, dex save. What distance are we? Just make sure that we are within 60 feet. Oh, you are just within 60 feet. You are so fucking lucky.
I stretch my hand real far.
That's real lucky that you're exactly 60 feet. Well, it's 61 feet, but I'm not going to keep you over on it.
It's almost like it was planned.
Yes. And my character is too dumb to know any better because he doesn't know that you're all lining up. Right. So yeah, that's a. What did they have on a dex? Dex is +4 for them on saving throws, and they only rolled a 7, so that is an 11.
Yeah, you fail.
Okay, so then 1d8 radiant damage.
7.
7. Ouch. That's unfortunate for them, but doesn't take them down to particularly low. They look pretty healthy still. Next in the order was Avonwaith. Avonwaith, you wanted to fire off your bow, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so fire it off. Oh no, I need to roll for you, don't I?
Yeah, sorry.
So that's D20, and it's with advantage, and it's 5. And you got a dirty 20, so you do hit. And the damage on a hit is D8 plus 3. Damage. Takes them down a little bit. And then Cirrus is going to use the Guiding Bolt, which has a 120-foot range. Is 4d6 damage, and I'm just going to look it up to make sure there's a dex save. I think there is.
I think I got it on that. Oh.
Make a ranged spell attack against the target. So it's just the regular with the modifier. On a hit, they take double damage. So, well, Cirrus rolled a 19 on the die. That's definitely going to hit because Cirrus does not have a -7 ranged attacks. So that's good. So that's 4d6 radiant damage. So let's just do that on here so it's not repeated. Only 8. Oh my god, Cirrus. Got 2 nat 1s.
Whoops.
Jesus.
You don't
Okay.
re-roll those, right?
Rerolls? Why?
I'm kidding.
Why would I ever want to do that? Hamstring myself, yeah, sure. Right, so this guy is gonna, he's looking visibly pissed now, and he's gonna fire off at good old Kira.
Oh no!
And they've got the light
Here,
crossbow
didn't do anything.
with +4. They only roll a 3 on the die. They miss. But they're going to use the rest of their movement to hide again. And hopefully patch up their wounds. Because that was really fucked for them. That's really unfortunate.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
It could be, yes. And then
And
just
like that
as
barrel
that
of fire.
happens, this door opens, and another assassin is stood there in the doorway, and the second one joins them. They
Oh dear.
are both going to sort of look at the situation, only see one person here, that's Kira, and so they're both going to fire at Kira.
Dear.
'Cause
Oh, come
nobody else is
on.
in range. No, they can't see the others because they're behind the lip. They'd have to be able to see red corners. So they can't fire at Avonwaith, Shen, or Cirrus. One of them rolled a 15 to hit.
Oh god, that hits.
Okay, and the other one rolled a 20 to hit.
No.
Modified 20. So that would be 2d8 plus 6 total between the two of them. Which is 16 damage. You take you Kira, as the guy who's just appeared in the doorway and everybody else has just lit up, like almost literally in some cases, as he fires at you and you feel the whistle go past your ear, you feel your fur and your whiskers sort of give you that sort of, cat spidey sense that something may have just happened badly. You're sort of feeling a little bit proud of yourself as you feel the thunk thunk as 2 more crossbow bolts hit you straight in the shoulder blade, and you take that 16 damage. Are you feeling pretty unhealthy right now, or have you got a good stack of health?
I still have 19 left, but oof.
Got 19 left. That's still, you've not been taken below half, but that's still pretty rough.
I say out loud, oh, so that my friends can hear.
Yeah, you go, oh, so that and these guys are both going to go behind total cover again, because they're assassins and they're not dumb. They're dumb, but they're not that dumb. So they're going to hide out of reach so that they can still keep peppering you with ranged attacks until somebody goes and faces them face to face. Now it's Shen's turn. So Shane, you can
Okey-dokey.
use your bonus action to move your weapon 20 feet still, and
Is
then
it
you've
possible-
got movement action. Go
If
on.
I don't use my spiritual weapon, can I still have it up for the next round, but use enough thing for a bonus action?
Yeah, it's not a concentration spell, so it just stays there for a minute. So you can even do another concentration if you wanted, because you've not used a concentration.
I don't need a concentration.
If you don't
but
need the concentration, then yeah, it's fine. It just stays there.
Okay. I'm going to healing words, Kira, by looking over the edge.
Okay.
And hold on. This uses my bonus action.
Yeah.
Do I? Yeah, I think it's calls for level 2 healing word.
Lovely. I think this is the first time that you've done a healing spell, isn't it?
I did do one in the past, I believe.
Okay.
I can't remember. Anyway, that's
Either way, it's very cool.
it's just my D4s, isn't it? Do I have anything to it? Oh, and
Healing word. Yeah, I
spellcasting.
think it's your wisdom, isn't it?
and my spellcasting modifier,
Yeah.
which is my spell attack, basically, right?
It's your spell attack. It includes your proficiency. This doesn't. It should be your modifier.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it's your,
so
it's your
cool.
spellcasting ability modifier. It's just your wisdom.
Okay. Damn, that was. I have to re-roll that one because I accidentally. I wish I didn't have to re-roll it now. Hold on. Do I do modify? Oh, never mind. I got it.
It's just your wisdom
Uh,
modifier.
That is 6. Healing for Kira. I rolled both natural ones on the D4.
So Kira gets 6 HP back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I can't use my spiritual weapon, which is fine. I'd rather have alive party members.
You do still have an action.
Yep, I know. I can't see the one that we peppered, can I?
Can't. They're in total cover.
I can't see any of them.
Nope.
Where's it? How? Where's the lip again?
You're stood next to it. It's just wide enough to fit the telescope through, basically. So imagine where the edge of the telescope is. If you go past that, then you're over the lip.
I'm going to cast guidance on Avenway.
Cool.
That's the best I can do.
Hey, we love it. It's still cool. Let me just read this out for you. Guidance. You touch one willing creature. I assume that Avamate is okay with this.
Sure.
Once,
You okay? Can I touch you a minute?
Yeah.
I'll touch your wings.
Once before the spell ends, the target, which is 1 minute, so that's 10 rounds. So once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. You can roll a die before or after making the ability check. Spell then ends. So an ability check of your choice. So that's like, perception, investigation, sleight of hand, that kind of thing. It doesn't mean saving throws, it doesn't mean attack rolls. So you'll get an ability check bonus of d4 when you choose to use it.
Okay.
In the next minute.
Right
okay.
now?
No, it's
No.
the 6 second every round.
Oh.
Yeah. In D&D game terms, every round of combat where everybody has taken their turn, that counts as 6 seconds in the world. We obviously don't take just 6 seconds because that would be ridiculous. But yeah, if you're talking in terms of minute, so like 1 minute, then that is 10 times 6. So that's 10
long
rounds
time.
of combat. Yeah.
That's like when you're watching American football, or you're like hoping another show's gonna come on, and there's a timer, like oh it'll be over soon, and my show will come on, and it goes on forever and ever.
Okay, so that's Shen's turn. Next, it's Avonmate's turn. What do you want to do, Avonmate?
Can I see a bad guy?
Nope.
Oh. Should I perception that thing then?
You can do a perception check if you want to.
I don't know.
I've saved it. You've got quite a few rounds you can use guidance.
Okay. All right. Well, what do I do if I can't see anything?
You can prepare an action again.
Oh,
Ready in
okay.
action.
What about that flame thing that I got? What's that?
Flame
That
thing
new
you've
thing.
got. You've got
The new
Sacred
thing
Flame.
I got. Yeah, what's that?
It's a cantrip, so that means that it's a spell that doesn't cost any spell slots. You use it immediately. It takes an action, and the target has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw. It's what Shen's been doing as a ranged spell attack.
Oh,
It's exactly the same thing. You get to do 1d8 radiant damage if they don't succeed their dex saving throw.
but I don't see anybody for that either. But I could prepare
No, but you
it.
could prepare it. Yeah, you could prepare it. You can ready an action so that if you see someone, you cast Sacred Flame on them.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Okay, so that's your action readied. Next in the turn order then is going to be Cirrus. I think Cirrus wants to jump down and help Kira. So Cirrus is going to pop down to there. That's only 10 feet of movement, but drop 20 feet. And then he's going to move down to here, which is another 5 feet, so that's 15 feet of movement. That's dropped down to ground level. And 5, 10, 15. And he's going to stand over here. In fact, I think he would stand here so that he's blocking the shot between the other guy and Kira. So that's his movement.
Like a good paladin.
My hero.
That's his movement, and he's got. Sure, he's got something with. He can't give you any of his health pool at the moment, any of his lay on hands because you're too far away. But I think he's got a shield. Sure, he's got a shield. Got the whole SWAT.
Riot shield.
That's the one, Riot shield. Right. Where are you? Riot shield. There it is. Plus 2 AC. Okay, so it's got plus 2 AC and it is activated at the moment. So his AC is actually quite high. So Sirius is going to stand here so that person can't take a shot at you. Instead, they're going to have to try and hit him, and he's got a much higher AC than you do. So it's going to be a harder attack for them. But that's what he's going to do. And he's going to take the dodge action so that they get disadvantage on their attack as well. So there we go. Now, Kira, it's your turn.
Alright, so I've got a dude over there, and then two over here.
Yeah, you think that you last saw them in those doorways, yeah.
I'm gonna come back down here.
Okay.
Actually, on the other side of Cirrus here.
Cool.
And then I'm just going to... You said both of these guys are hiding over here?
That's where you last saw them.
I am not a good person to run in all nilly-willy, so I'm going to offer my assistance to somebody if they need it.
Okay, as in give someone the help action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think who you could do that for and how you could do it.
Can only help me by not getting yourself hurt.
Okay, look, I can't help that.
You could, yeah, I mean, you could probably help Cirrus with something, depending on what it was you were trying to help with.
I mean, if this dude over here pops his head again,
yeah,
I can assist him in, I don't know, shooting when they pop out, or...
So Cirrus has taken his action to do a dodge action, so he can't use his, he can't use a readied action now.
Oh,
That
well,
that would mean retconning what's already happened.
let me get back up here with these guys then.
Okay, so let's figure that out with movement. You're going to need to roll for that to be able to do that. Unless you're staying on ground level. You've just leapt 40 feet in the air.
Okay, well, can I climb and then leap?
You would be able to climb if you moved over to where it's hinged to the ground here, but then that takes up more of your movement. I think you were over here. So that's 5, 10,
I was, like,
15,
right
20,
here.
25. 25 is here.
I was here. Because I had tried to loot this body and check on him, and he was dead.
I think you had moved over to here, though, because you'd said, I'm going to
Underneath.
use the last 5 feet of my movement
That's right,
to move
that's right.
somewhere. And then Cirrus, I lined up with you, so there was a straight line. So that's, yeah,
Okay.
that's where you were. So you would be here with 25 feet of movement.
Okay, well, I can dash up here then.
Yeah, you can. You've got cunning action. You can still do an action, even with the dash.
Alright, so here's 30.
Yeah. And then if you're not doing an acrobatics check, then you can just get up to here, and you'll be able to get across. Yeah. So
So
that's
there's
that.
20. And then jumping up puts me like right there, right?
That's not the lip. The lip is like right. Yeah,
Oh,
there.
okay.
There you go.
Sorry, I can't tell from top down.
It's hard. It's hard to do a 3-dimensional map in a 2-dimensional game, but yeah, that's basically it. You will still be able to see this guy if he pops out, but where you are, you won't be able to see these guys if they pop out.
Well, then they just won't see me either.
Okay, cool. So that's your bonus action.
Yeah,
What do you want to do with your action?
I can do that. Sorry, hold on, cat's in something.
Huh?
Sorry, my cat got into something.
That's fine.
I can offer my assistance to somebody if they need it, right? I can use that as my action to offer help.
It depends on what it is. If it's like, you know, they're casting a spell, you can't really give someone the help action with that.
Right.
If it was like they were going to do a skill check, like a perception check, you might be able to help with that. But if it's like an attack, you can't really give the bonus, give the attack, you know, the help action on an attack from range, unless you're, you know, planning on holding the bow for them.
I mean,
You could ready
If
an action
Avon,
and you
like-
can attack them yourself.
if Avon like crit fails, I can then hold it for them and they can roll again.
That's really some rule fuckery. That's really not
But
written
that's
anywhere
what-
in the rules.
That's my job, though,
Let me
right?
think. Let me think. Do I want to set a precedent for this? If Avonwave
Or
gets
maybe
a nat
I can
1,
hold and
then
steady
yes.
them.
Right.
Instead of their bow, I can hold and steady them themselves.
Okay. That's really some fuckery. I think you would do better to. Not that I want you to beat me. I want to beat you. But I think you might be more effective if you ready an action to attack him at range when he pops up, because you've got
Okay,
a ranged weapon.
Yeah, I'll
Is
do
it-
that.
If what you're trying to do is help someone attack someone else, there's no real help action for that. Unless you're like holding the enemy so that the other person can hit them. You know what I mean? Like grapple checks and stuff. You need
Yeah.
to be well up close and personal for that. So yeah, you can
I
ready
will
an action
ready-
to attack if he pops out.
I will ready my bow to attack if he pops out.
Okay, cool. So who has readied actions then? Is it Avonwraith as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
But
don't like that
Shane,
you
you
asked
didn't,
me
did
that.
you?
Nope, I haven't. I've been using healing word.
Yeah, no. So I remembered that at the time that you didn't ready an action. So I was just thinking, was it Avonwraith? Yeah. So
Yeah, I have
okay,
a flame.
cool. So then
Jen's
this
been
guy is
helping
going
us.
to come to the door again. So you're going to roll your attacks again.
He's like, I'm gonna make some coffee.
Coffee for my favourite boss.
Okay.
He likes mocha.
Oh my god, Avonwraith got a nat 20.
Wait, is it advantage or no?
Yeah, because you're at height.
Oh crap! Hold on, let me re-roll another 20.
Cool. Okay, you missed with both of yours, unfortunately, but
Well,
Avonwaith sort of picks up the slack by doing it anyway. I did have some fuckery that I was gonna do with that particular person because of something that he's got on him, but I'm not gonna do it now. Because frankly, I just want this fight over with. 2d8 plus 3. A drawn-out fight is never fun for anybody, I don't think. So that person takes 11 damage. Avonwaith, would you like to describe the kill?
What is it? A ball of light comes.
No, this is your
right.
Did
Yeah,
you
right.
use? Was it Sacred Flame that you were using?
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! I rolled your
Oh my God.
longbow. Okay.
Alright, then.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll retcon that then. So, unfortunately, you didn't get a nat 20. That's my fault.
Oh
But
no.
this person succeeded on their dex save then. In that, unfortunately, they
they're not
succeed
dead.
on their dex save. But do I want to give them? Do I want to give them disadvantage on the dex save because you're at height? It doesn't say that anywhere in the rules. But I feel guilty for giving you a nat 20 and then taking it away. So I'm going to roll it again. And they can have the disadvantage. And they still succeed. I apologise. So they're no longer dead. They can spring back up to life. That's unfortunate.
I guess I should use that then.
And they're going to fire off their light crossbow at Cirrus now because Kira's left. So they're going to roll a d20 plus 4.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Cirrus, I know you're not here, but sorry.
They
Yeah.
19.
Seriously, sorry.
Their 19 beats Cirrus's 18 AC. So they're now going to roll damage, which is 1d8 plus 3 piercing. 5 damage to Cirrus. So yeah, Cirrus takes that. Cirrus's max is 39. So they've taken, what was it, 5. So Cirrus, I'm just going to type it in the chat. Cirrus, 34 out of 39. This is going to have to be how I keep track. Ooh, zoom.
Oh, blimey. Zoom out.
Good dear. Right, so this guy is now going to pop back into full cover again. He's being a real
Like a
fuck.
girl.
There's going to be a peepo.
And these two are going to say over the radio, this approach isn't working. They're staying at height. We're going to need to close the distance. I'm going to make my way in. The other one's going to follow them. So that is 10, and then 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5,
So
10,
he's-
15. So he's used 2 dashes. So that's both of his bonus action and his action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. So, oh, paused again. So that means that Cirrus is now flanked by 2. The other guy has taken his turn. These guys no longer have turns to take because they've just done action, bonus action. So that gets us to Shen's turn.
Okie dokie. Bugger. I'm going to move my spiritual weapon here and deal with my bonus action to the one in front of Cirrus.
Cool.
Directly in front of him. So I can't remember what do I do for the spiritual weapon again. Oh, it's just
a
attack roll.
melee attack with your wisdom and proficiency.
Okay. Ooh, that might not hit.
Their AC
Okay.
is 13.
14. Ooh, that just hits.
Nice. Okay. So
Okay.
Roll damage.
1d8 plus. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's 12, I think. Yeah, 12.
12 damage.
Yep.
That's the first damage that this one has taken. They don't look pleased about it, but they also don't look like they're at death's door. And there's not really a lot that they can do about it because it's only a weapon and it's not a real person doing it.
He's just doing the sound effects in front of it.
Getting smashed by something, yeah. Womp 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 womp. So that's Shen's turn. Well, that's your bonus action.
Yeah.
You still got
Please
your
don't
action.
take my action away from me.
Use
Okay.
action.
Hold on, whoops. Where are you? Yeah. Could you do me a dex saving throw, please? Because I'm gonna give you a sacred flame.
Are you gonna give me one, are you?
Yeah.
I love it when I'm given a sacred flame. Well, they rolled a 22.
Oh god. Yeah, you've done it. You're fine.
Absolutely.
Ah.
Sorry
Everybody
about
goes,
that. That was a bit of an anticlimax. Sorry.
I'm trying
Sorry,
to
not
burn
sorry.
people.
Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so yeah, you do that for sure. You hit a patch of ground right next to them that starts to burn with radiance, and they're sort of like, ooh, ooh, ow, ooh, ooh, get it away, ooh. And they dexterously dodge this little patch of burning wood at the floor.
I am clumsy, so it makes sense that I eventually miss.
You've also got movement. Are you going to use that or no?
I'm fine where I am. I'm at my height to the lip. I'll just duck under a bit.
Cool. Well, you're stood on top of the lip. There's no like vertical lip where you are. It's sort of just an open, gaping hole underneath you. So they can still see you from where they are, but they would still be attacking you with disadvantage because you're at height above.
Okay.
So next in the third order is Avonwaith. What do you want to do, Avonwaith?
Alright, so Hunter's Mark and Longbow.
Hunter's Mark and Longbow. I love it. Who are you going to put your Hunter's Mark onto?
Is there one that was already hurt, or should I go for that?
This one has been hurt. This one has not.
Okay, yeah, the one that's already been hurt. We'll start with him.
Okie dokie. So let's say. See if I can find a thing that I can. There we go. Targeted little thing used for it, so we can keep track of it. Okay, so you're gonna put your Hunter's Mark onto them, so that if you do hit them, you hit them for more damage. So you still roll with advantage because you've got height. So we're gonna roll that. 18 hits. So now we're gonna roll your damage. Your damage is D8 plus 3 plus. Where is your Hunter's Mark again? D6. The real dyslexia moment. There we go. Yeah. Okay. 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 3. 14 damage. This person is starting to look like they're on death's stoop. They're looking mightily hurt. Next in the third order, if you're not gonna, I think that was your bonus action and your action. If you don't want to move anywhere, Avonwaith, then that's your turn. Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then it's now Cirrus's turn. Cirrus is now starting to feel the hurt because he's stood down here surrounded by 2 enemies. So he's going to swing out and see if he can hit one of them. Because why the fuck not? So that would be the SWAT baton, which he gets a +5 to hit. So let me see. Roll 1d20 plus 5. 21 hits. Slash roll 1d8 plus bonus. So 1d8 plus 3. That's 10 damage to this one. I think Cirrus has had a very troubled few weeks. Cirrus has really felt the bite of fate and is not really taking much joy in life right now. Cirrus has been quiet for this whole encounter, and that was not just by me choosing not to roleplay. That was actually, I think, a choice that Cirrus would have made. So right now, in this moment, you don't really see much of anything in Cirrus's countenance, in his demeanor. What you do see is sort of a military person, an ex-military person, going through the motions of taking down yet another person that's in between him and his objective.
Serious, you need to calm down.
Oh no, he's very calm. He has the calm of battle, but he's certainly calm in a sense of he's killed many people before. This is just another day at the office. So he takes his baton and he just rams it down through this person's skull, and they are fully head imploded downwards, and they are lying on the floor dead. They're still targeted by Avonwaith, so on Avonwaith's next turn they can choose to move that. But that does help Cirrus out, because now they're not flanked. Cirrus is no longer flanked by an ally, so these two guys would have both got sneak attack damage on Cirrus if one of them was not taken out first. So that's helpful. That doesn't mean that the other guy's not going to come and join in the action. So that is Cirrus's turn. He can't move without taking an opportunity attack from the other guy, and I don't think he would want to do that, because he didn't do that at the hospital, which is why I'm drawing on that. So now we're back up to the top of the order, and it's Kira's turn.
Okay, I have a brief question though.
Okay, we love that.
Who is this?
That's just the token for the spiritual weapon. That's
Oh yeah, that's
Shen.
me. That's
Oh,
mine.
okay. I was like, who is this? Is it an invisible person? Sorry. All right.
Who is she?
Did you want me to draw a pixel staff just for funsies so you can use that in the future?
It's funny you say that, because I was literally just opening up Photoshop
Pull that.
to do a quick placeholder.
So
if, you
am
want
I
to do
still?
it, if you want to do
am I
it for
still
real,
above
then
this
you
one?
can do it. But yeah, it's that would be it. So what's the plan? Sorry.
Am I still above? And can I see this person?
Yes. All of the above.
I am above and I can see. Okay, I'm
You
gonna
are above
shoot
and
my
you can
arrow at them.
And you get advantage.
Heck yeah.
We love advantage. You guys have really metagamed the shit out of this fight. Stay with advantage. Stay in good cover. 22 hits.
I mean, I like-
Sure.
Sorry, that's me.
So through 3d6, because is it a sneak attack technically, or is it just a regular 1d6? Since I'm up above and they were kind of focused on Sirius.
So they are flanked by an ally of yours, so you do get to add the sneak attack damage. Yes.
Yes.
So it would be 3d6 plus your modifier. 16 damage. That's the
That
first
dude.
damage that this person has taken. And they're looking roughly half as bad as they were when they started. To give you an idea. So, Kira, what else are you doing on your turn, or is that all?
I'm gonna move a little bit closer to Shen.
If you do that, you're going to need to move up to this spot, because you're
Okay.
stood over the lip at that point. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So you are stood next to Shen. If that's you done
Because
with your
Shen-
turn, go on.
Shen has the healing goodness, so I'm getting close to her.
Very true. So does Cirrus, but I'm guessing that you don't want to go down into the fray.
I mean, I've got no.
No,
I
that's
am
fine.
not.
That's
I'm
cool.
squishy, so no.
That is
No.
cool. Okay, so now it's the assassin's turns. So nobody's ready in action on this assassin again. So this one's going to come round from the corner. He is going to start closing distance to meet with his buddies. But once he gets somewhere, we'll see how far he goes. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, wait, 5. I've lost where I was. 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So he can't quite get to flanking distance for this other guy. but he is still able to attack with a ranged weapon and not get disadvantage for being right next to the weapon. So what he's going to do is he's going to fire at Cirrus with a light crossbow. That is a so that's 19 on the die, plus 4 is 23. That definitely hits.
Poor Cirrus.
That's D8 plus 3. 1 D8 plus 3. 5 damage to Cirrus. So that takes us down to 29 out of 39. Cirrus, prepare for the screen to zoom. It didn't zoom. Oh my god. Okay. But actually, because it's that one that's doing it, they also get to add on sneak attack damage. Which unfortunately for them is only a 1 and a 2, so they get to take Cirrus down by another 3. So Cirrus is going to go down to 26, 39. Zoom in.
Zoom.
Oh my god.
Wow,
Okay.
Cirrus.
Oh shit.
Seriously.
Yeah. So then we've now got this other guy. Very good. We now got this other guy. He's going to use the scimitar that he's been waiting to use all frigging thing, which I believe is a +4. He does not hit with that, not in any sense. But because he's now in melee distance, he can use his second weapon as well, which is a dagger. And he also misses with that. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Okay, well that's the assassin's turns, since the other 3 are all dead. So next in the initiative order we've got Shen.
Okie dokie, sorry. I was doodling my pixel stuff.
Oh, I've got new music as well, by the way. I've been downloading and uploading a bunch of classic music songs. That's what that is. Song. So I'll play some.
Yay.
Okay, which one looks more injured?
Let's see. This guy.
Well, my spiritual weapon's already in range of him, so I'm gonna give him a smack. Oh gosh, that's bad. That's bad. That's really, really bad. 11.
Yeah. 11.
11.
11 does not hit.
Yeah, I figured that. So she's gonna hop
You've
this
still
one.
got your action though.
Sacred Flame the guy then instead.
Okay, so he rolls a dex
Next.
save. He got a dirty 20.
Dang it.
And we've got Duel of the Fates playing as well. That's very cool. Okay, so next, if you're not going to move anywhere, then that means it's now Avonwaith's turn. What are you doing, Avonwaith?
Okay, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the guy to the left, and
This guy?
yeah,
Okay.
We've got a bit of
And
Star
take a
Wars
shot.
movement.
Yes. Duel of the Fates.
yeah. I thought that was that.
I'm the high ground, so 3 of us.
It's actually, do you know what's very cool? It's actually a translation of an old poem. And the poem itself is actually really beautiful and it's quite moving. And I took a couple of lines from that poem and used them in my other campaign, and wrote it up on the walls of one of the dungeons that the guys found. And it's really very good. It's what is it? It's something like something a fight most dread, and another another fight raging behind in the head, or something along those lines. And it's very cool. It's a really old poem that I really love. Anyway, yeah, Duel of the Fates. It's very cool. I've got some other really cool songs on here as well. So you've targeted that guy. Are you now going to attack them, haven't we?
Yes,
your bow.
longbow. Yeah.
Cool. Okay then, so that would be if you hit, it's D8, D6 plus 3. Let's roll with advantage. 2D20 KH plus 5, I think it is. Missed. Unfortunate. You just shy. So yeah, you've got the mark on them, but you've missed. So that's your turn unless you want to move anywhere.
No, I'm good.
Okay, now it's Cirrus's turn. Cirrus is going to use something that none of you have seen him use yet. Cirrus's prosthetic arm actually has a reach of 10 feet.
Nice.
So, but because he's a low-level character, we also homebrewed the prosthetic arm so that it's not broken and can't just have reach at first level. You know, that would be ridiculous. That every time it gets used in that way, he has to roll a d6, and if he rolls a 1, then it breaks, and he has to get it repaired before it'll work that way again. So I'm going to roll, and I'm going to roll against this guy, because Cirrus doesn't want to leave the threatened area, but he does want to take out the weakest person first. So we're going to roll, and he got a 13 plus whatever will hit, because their AC is only 13. And we're going to roll the d6 now, which is going to roll physical die. He got a 5, so it does not fail. That's very good for him. And then that means that he can use... the baton is 1d8 plus 3. On a different song. Very cool song. I think it's a bit louder than the Duel of Fates though, so you need to change your thing. D8 plus 3. 10 damage. So, as swift as you've ever seen a person move before, Cirrus snaps out his right arm, which is his dominant arm, which is due to a history that none of you are privy to, he lost his right arm, and he has a prosthetic arm from elbow down. It snaps out with his baton, his riot baton, and it smashes this guy so strongly across the jaw that it not only knocks away the cowl that they were using to cover their face, but it also just fully snaps their jaw clean away from their face, and they fall to the ground like a bag of wet gravel. And Cirrus, again with a cool look, just this is all business. This is what he needs to do to try and find where his mother is. This is all he's focused on right now. Just get through these obstacles so that he can find his mom. That's what he cares about.
Or at least the thing that looks like her.
Yeah. And just to have an extra little bit of intimidation, he's going to move straight up to this person and square them down. And he's going to roll an intimidation check. Actually rolled a 17 on the die, and he gets a +4. So he got a 21. So that person's going to roll an insight to see whether they can overcome it. And no, actually, it'll be a wisdom saving throw. I think it is. So their wisdom is only 1. They don't have proficiency with it, and they only rolled a 15. So yes, that person is now terrified of Cirrus.
I think I would do.
Yeah, especially after that performance that they just saw of killing their colleague, at least. You don't know what their working relationship is. Although you do hear a little whisper underneath her voice of Nathan. So that's that. Nathan is now dead. And Cirrus is squared off against this guy. Now it's Kira's turn. The assassin can't do anything yet because it's not their turn yet. But yeah, they're intimidated fully.
Yeah, so I think I want to do that fancy schmancy move I did before.
Oh, jump onto them?
Yeah, jump onto them and attack.
Cool. Well, you'll have to land in an unoccupied space, so I would suggest here, maybe.
So I'm going to move to here.
Yeah. So you could go... That'll get you off the ledge. You'll drop 40 feet if you go from there. If you go to here, then it's 20 feet, and then here again is another 20 feet.
Alright,
that's-
so
that's
that's
30 foot.
5, 10, 15, 25.
I've counted it, it's 30, don't worry. You get to here, it's 30.
Alright, and then...
you won't need to worry about. But yeah, if you do that acrobatics roll for me again, and you beat a 15.
yeah.
I love the sun. It's from Arcane.
Ah! I did it.
Oh, just yes. Okay, so you get advantage on your melee attack. Love this sun. Oh my god! You got a nat 20. Okay, so roll
yeah.
twice the number of dice that you would have rolled for damage. So you get sneak attack. Don't forget. So you also get to add 4d6 to this.
It's posted the rough draft of the thing in my.
Holy shit! 32 total damage in one attack. Just to let you guys know, these guys had 33 total max hit points each. And this guy was at 17. You've just overkilled him by 15 hit points.
I was tired of the BS.
Yes, I fully appreciate that. What does Kira do? Describe the kill.
So she pulls back her rapier.
Yep.
Kind of twirls it a little bit, and then just like stabs him in the gut and pulls it up and out.
Right. I love that.
And then spits on the body just for fun.
The sort of that look on their face of like grit and determination has completely been taken by you just burying your entire rapier up to the hilt in their gut, and they just sort of slump over on your sword before you even draw it out. The moment you draw it out, they just fall to the ground in a heap. That is it. You're out of combat.
Time to loot?
Time to loot if you wish.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to that first body I tried. This one right here.
You want me to just tell you the total from all of them?
Yeah, and then we can divvy it up.
Yeah. Okay, so anybody... I've got multiple piles of the same denominations, so if anyone wants to make a note of this, then you can, and then you can figure it out later or whatever. There's also, if you want to have a look through the entire building, then there's other stuff to look for as well. But on these guys, these 5, you find on the first assassin, you find 25 copper. On the second, you find 18 copper and a potion of animal friendship. On the third, you find 10 silver. On the fourth, you find 2 gold. On the fifth, you find 31 copper and a potion of healing. That's a common potion of healing. So if you use that, you get 2d4 plus 2 health. The fuckery I was going to do was when you all got him down to like very, very close to death, I was going to make him chug the healing potion and then he'd have more health to fight you back with. I really wanted to out-strategy all of you in this.
I put the note in the main dungeon for what everybody had.
Cool. So let me just have a look at that then. Yeah. So let me just see if I can calculate these. So 56, that's 66, so 70, 74 copper total, 10 silver, 2 gold. So
I think Sirius should get the gold because he's had a rough go of it.
Okay, Sirius will add that to his inventory.
Isn't 10 silver essentially 1 gold anyway?
Gold, yeah, 1 gold. So, and the same with copper into silver. So 10 copper is a silver. So you've got the equivalent of 74 copper. So that would be 7 silver. Makes that 17 silver. but that 10 silver could be removed to make 3 gold. So you've got 3 gold, 7 silver, and 4 copper. That's the total that you have.
That's very hard to divide.
It is 3 gold, 7 silver, 4 copper. Rounded.
Well,
I feel like Avon should have the friendship potion because she's always talking, or he's always talking to animals. So why
Yeah.
not become friends with them before you talk to them?
It's funny, I actually went into like a loot generator website online, and that was one of the first things that came up, and I was like, yeah, I mean, of course, why not? I'm going to give that to them because that's something that they always use. So yeah, just give it to them as a free use.
Propose potion of healing to give to Kira because she's often on the front line, but she can't heal herself.
Yeah, sure. So you can
That's
use that
fine.
now if you want. I think that Cirrus might just offer you the lay on hands. Cirrus is a paladin, so Cirrus does have 15 HP that he can give out at touch. So he could just touch you and heal you back up by 15 HP if you need it. How far are you away from total, from max?
Hold on.
Because he has also hurt himself.
I am 10 away, so let him use it.
So you're 10 away, and what was it that he got down to again? Got down to 26. So he's 13 away from it. So
yeah, let him lay himself. Wait.
He lays himself, yes.
His lay of hands on himself.
So he will give himself 9, and he'll give you 6. That's all of his lay on hands for the day. So he comes up to 35 out of 39. I'm going to make a note of that because the game actually saves this so that the next time we come in, it'll still be in a chat. So I might as well put the gold in there as well. So okay, right. So that's the loot that you get from these guys. As you come out of combat, you start to really take in your surroundings. There are documents on the ground. There's scattered just stuff everywhere. It looks like this whole place is just a full mess. The actual sort of feel that you get of this place is not one of happiness, nor is it one of focus. It looks like while the riots have been going down, a different kind of riot has been happening in here. One of panic and terror. It looks like there was something that was driving these people, and there are like empty energy drink cans all over the floor. They look like they've got bags under their eyes and they are like exhausted, but as each of you actually approaches each of these scientists on the ground, you also notice that they are all dead. They've all been killed by the assassin, you surmise. Now there are other checks to be done around this building, but let's abandon the map for the time being, just so that we can go theatre of the mind, because it's less of a video game, isn't it? So, so where do you think everybody would want to explore? Are you looking around at anything here, or what?
I want to look down the telescope.
Okay.
Let's look at where the sun should be.
Yeah.
Sure. So you could give me an investigation check if you want.
You should still have guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do an investigation check, and you can add a D4 to it, and then whatever else you actually have with your thingy. What do you get?
Okay.
With investigation, you have a +3. So let's give you one of those rolls then. Are you using your guidance with it?
Sure.
You roll a 15. With a 15, you notice. You see there's a few things that you can see in your investigations here. So not only do you see the empty energy drink cans all around the place, but you also see that these people, these scientists, have been here for a long time. Like, they've been here for the last 2 weeks without any breaks. They look like there have been frantically searching for something, and in their scrawlings that you see on some of the sheets of paper that you see around, that like a random notepad here or a post-it note there, or whatever sort of level of anarchic organization that you might imagine coming from someone who hasn't slept in 2 weeks, you see those scrawlings all over the place. And it all comes down to one simple fact, that when you look through the telescope, the place where the sun should be is not, there's nothing there. Every document...
Feels like a black hole?
Every piece of paper that you can see that's got any writing on it says, where is it? Where's it gone? Where is the sun? All of those things. Like, the sun is missing. Where is it? Why isn't it there? Nobody can tell. Nobody has been able to tell. And nobody is left alive here to be able to answer that question for you. It looks like they were just as panicked as everybody else. But for the time being, at least, with just that check, you don't know what has been done about it.
Well, crap.
What does anybody else want to do?
I kind of want to explore the whole place, but I don't want to do that alone, just in case.
You can do. The spectral weapon disappears because you've had your minute. You can have a look around. There's plenty of other places to look if you want to. You can use the map if you do want to, or we can talk it through, whichever way you want to do it.
I'm gonna come in here and look.
I don't know whether the wall is working. Oh yeah, there you go. It's the weird way that the lighting works. Okay. So, you want to roll an investigation, or do you just want to have a look around in there, Kira?
I can roll.
You don't really find much in here, to be honest. This sort of looks like the not so much the break area, but the less important area. Like, this is sort of an open space for people to normalize their vision, so they're not always staring into a telescope. But there's not really much in this area, particularly.
They apparently paint in here too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. It's like I say, it's like a
recreation room.
Not exactly it's not exactly like a break room, but it's about as close to one as you would get in a major scientific facility like this. So yeah, there's the odd person who smokes, and there's the odd person who paints, and they all have their varied vices, but there's nothing really akin to a proper break room here. So this is about as close as you would get to it. And there are 3 more dead bodies in.
I forgot to look if there was a door.
And no door in there, no.
Can I look in the one above?
Of course, yeah, you can all do that if you want.
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
Okay, let me get Cirrus and Avonlife up there as well. Okay.
Can we all roll an investigation check?
Well, as you enter this area, you notice a few things. So, for one, there are 4 dead scientists visible. There is also a door to the inner courtyard over here. Someone just pinged. Can open it if you want. It's not locked. There's 2 offices towards the end down here, and there are 4 toilets in between you and them.
Oh, but one is closed. Is it?
Yeah. It is closed, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know if you want.
Anyone need to pee?
Maybe there's somebody alive in there.
You want
Have
to
a
go talk
look.
to rats?
So you can continue doing your investigations if you'd like. I think that Cirrus would probably be doing investigations or perception checks. Kira, as you step outside, you notice that there are more dead scientists outside, 2 of them. They've
Did you
been
say
left
one
there
of
on
the
the ground.
doors is locked?
No, none of the doors are locked. It looks to you, just with your passive perception, it looks to you like a lot of the door frames have either been smashed open or picked open. Like the assassins were
think
looking for something. Or someone.
Can I roll investigation check around this area?
Yeah, of course.
Probably not very good. 5.
A 5. With a 5, you don't really notice much beyond the fact that there is a dog.
Yeah, I saw that briefly. Ethan, wave, there's a dog here.
Ooh,
I'm
good
also
point.
going to roll investigation.
Investigation, you get
Okay.
a dirty 20, and I love it. With a dirty 20, you notice a few things. So, for a start, are you going inside of the offices here or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a few things that we're going to get through here. So there is 2 offices. There's the main atrium. You've already been in the annex. You've been in the dome. And then there's the lost property. So you've got a few things that we're going to go through in terms of what you find. So in Office 1, which is this one up at the top here, you don't really find any important documents. On the door it says assistant to the head of research. It's just a bunch of books there about celestial bodies and that kind of thing. Nothing really important. Nothing that feels pertinent to what you're doing at the moment. But what you do find in there is inside of one of the scientists' jackets, which is their casual home jacket that they've got hung up. There's the key to a station wagon inside, which you assume to be parked outside. In the second office, you notice a bit more. This is the head of research here. You see a few documents on the desk. You see the computer is open on an email that's being composed to be sent to the Home Office, and you see this good boy. The good boy, which I think is going to be the one that everybody wants to know the most about, is what I'm going to describe last. Because fuck you guys for killing my assassins. So, no, I'm kidding. But you're still going to find out last. So the documents all discuss the fact that those few weeks ago, when on that fateful night where you guys were trying to find this information about the Raven, on that particular date, they noticed when they were searching through the sky for the usual stuff that the normal time where sunrise comes and they have to halt their activities, sunrise never came. One of the researchers had reported to their boss, this being the boss's office, that they were concerned that they'd overrun their time getting home, and they got concerned that equally that the sun hadn't come up to prompt them to stop looking through the telescope, and that's why they'd overrun, and they were asking for some hours back. That worry then quickly turned into an international incident, which you've each been seeing develop over the news. But you remember in the news them saying that there was no, there's been no word from the Fortitude Observatory, and the police chief saying, we're too busy with the riots, we can't come up here and deal with this. So we don't know what's going on up there, but they've been quiet, so we don't really care. So you see in one of these documents, you see them detailing their search for the sun. They've been looking through the sky through telescopes. At first they thought it might be a prolonged eclipse. Then they thought that there might be a black hole. They thought that maybe the sun had deteriorated and gone into like a dwarf sun, dwarf star sort of level. And at last, after the 2 weeks of your downtime, they have just come to the conclusion that the sun just plain isn't there. They can't equate why, but they have concerns over other matters of state which have to do with, and then it cuts short. the email that was being composed seems like it was being composed on a keyboard that is now covered in blood. The person that was composing it, the head researcher, as you can tell from their tag, is dead in the room behind you. And it seems like their puppy, who they brought to the office with them because they knew that it couldn't be looked after at home, I'm guessing, has a little collar on and has got a little tag on the collar that has a little name on it that says Bixby. And this little pupper is now masterless and homeless.
It almost sounds like we need to take him in.
Hey.
Here, let me move out of the way so you can talk to
yeah.
the dog.
Okay, good.
The dog moves up to the doorway and just follows Kira out because it's a puppy and it doesn't know any better. Starts
Aw.
following Kira around.
It's okay, puppy.
Where am I?
It starts sniffing around and it licks at Shen's hands. And it sort of like sniffs at Kira's feet and sniffs at Kira's face, sees the tabaxi, and still covers you in slobbery kisses.
Go.
And then turns and smells something else down the corridor and goes dashing down towards and runs up to Cirrus
Aw.
and dives at Cirrus and just starts like running around Cirrus's heels and like tangling up Cirrus's feet, running in circles around Cirrus,
Do
and
you know
the
this
whole
dog, Cirrus?
time just yipping in delight and joy for no reason that any of you can tell, or that even Cirrus can tell. This dog seems to have really taken to him and seems to want to spend more time with him.
Avonwaith is being hurt by the unrequited love here.
as Avonwaith sort of like looks towards that, you do see the dog come down and start licking your hand,
Aw.
being playful with you as well. Sort of
You're
like
not the favourite,
jumping and
though.
bounding around, but then goes back to Cirrus and sort of sits
Yeah.
at Cirrus's heel, and you can't tell why. You can't tell whether it's because he's in uniform and the dog's been trained to, by people that wear uniforms, or maybe it's just something about Cirrus. Maybe he knew Cirrus in a previous life. Who knows? Who knows why? Who knows why dogs do the things they do?
Well,
This
I
dog
gotta
in
ask. I
particular
gotta talk to
really
him.
seems to have taken to Cirrus.
Is it my turn yet? Can I talk to the dog?
we're not in combat anymore, so there's no turn order. We're not in initiative.
Oh,
You can do it.
okay.
Go
Then
ahead.
yeah. Hey, what was his name? What was the dog's name?
The tag is Bixby.
Hey, Bixby. Hey, good boy.
Hello?
Hey, what went on here?
Oh. My friend, my big hairless friend. He went to sleep and he didn't wake up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I,
Do you know Sir?
Can you wake
Oh.
him up? Are you here to wake him up?
I don't think I can.
Oh.
Do you know Cirrus?
No, Cirrus. Who's Cirrus?
This person that you're jumping around right here next to you.
Oh, this person. This person's the best person. I like this person.
How do you know him?
I don't know. I just know that this person's a good person.
Yeah.
This
He's
person's a
a,
good boy.
he's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. He's a big hairless good boy.
Did anybody leave here? Is there a scent trail of anybody who left alive?
There was one. Yes.
Which way did they go?
Oh, I was in a small place. Small place I just left. Now
Yeah.
I'm in the bigger place. I was in the smaller place. I didn't see which way she went.
Can you smell?
Yes, I got a whiff, but looked small. Smaller than me.
Oh,
Small.
I think I know who that is.
Small lady. Yes.
Ah. And do you smell the scent of small lady? Which way the
No
scent went?
scent of small lady. No. No scent of
Oh.
small lady. But didn't like her scent. Didn't give me treats. Bad lady.
Oh.
Do I have
What?
anything that considered a treat?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that this dog would probably chew your arm off if you had anything that even resembled food. So I think Avonwaith, with your ranger skills, you can determine that this dog has been left uncared for the last like 6-ish days. This dog has been starved and has probably been drinking out of the toilet, and that's probably why the doors have been open. So that he can at least get some water, but he's been going back to sort of stand over his person while they sleep.
Hey, boy, do you want to come along with us? Do you want to be friends?
But my friend, he sleeps. We need to wake him.
Is he really? He's dead,
He's
isn't
dead.
he?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Kira saw that he was dead. You didn't see that he was dead because you didn't go in there.
Oh.
But yeah, Kira saw that he was dead.
I don't think he's gonna wake up. I'm sorry.
But he. Okay.
You should come along with us.
Can I be with this big grey man?
Oh, the unrequited love. Oh.
But the grey man here. I like the grey man.
I've got no objections.
Yeah.
Cirrus, sort of for the first time after everything that's happened, sort of looks down at the good boy, and I don't know what might be motivating him to do this at this time, because he's still pretty quiet, but he reaches a hand down and scratches behind Bixby's ear. Bixby just sort of like looks up at him and you know, with his wet nose he just sort of like nuzzles at his elbow and stuff, getting scratched behind the ear. And yeah, that's the end of this session.
We got a new pet now.
Oh.
You've got a new pet. Who says I don't do anything for you? Apart from, you know, potentially having your mother killed.